5 reasons why your fumigations don't work. Have you heard that before? A lot of pest control officers, a lot of fumigation companies. I use fumigation here in caveat because what I mean actually is your pest control. But 5 reasons why your pest control activities doesn't work as expected. You know, as a customer, you like, oh, they did the fumigation of my house. It just does not work. I see cockroach again, rat again, mosquito again. Even you as the technician, what is happening? Just few 5 points. My name is Ayodeji, once again, your fumigation expert, the technical director at the Fortune Pest Shop. Okay, point 1. Why is it not working? Number 1, you have to understand that in pest control, you have to understand the target pest. You have to treat to specification. There is no broad fogging or nuking of insect, like you just put a nuclear weapon, kill everything. No, that's not the way we practice in pest control. You have to tailor your solution. For example, if that is why inspection is very important. Identification of the insect and the pest that is of challenge. What is happening to house A is different from what is happening in house B. House A may have German roaches issue. The other one may have American roaches issue. The mode of treatment is different. So identification is key. So you have to identify so that when you are treating, you treat to specification either for mosquito, for cockroach, for spider. There is no broad treatment anywhere. Yeah, there are a lot of broad spectrum pesticide, but you have to understand that you have to do application method also for different kind of insect really matters. I hope that works. So this is one of the reasons why many people say, my fumigation did not work, my pest control did not work. What is the issue? You just say, come and fumigate, man, just carry your pump. You are doing nuclear weapon bombing. Just doing generic. You may not get the result. You have to tailor, zero in your treatment method. Number 2 reason why a lot of you will say, oh, why did my fumigation not work? As a customer, they fumigated my house 3 days ago, there's mosquito. But your net is broken. Your window screens are open. Your doors are fling open. There are a lot of cracks in your window. Fumigation is not magic. So even after the pest control officers have done his work, you need to do your duty by passing complete exclusion principle. That means you have to seal up the cracks. You have to close your windows as much as possible. You have to lock up the doors. You have to put screens on every openings. Your sewage line, you have to cover it so that insect, because every chemical has his own shelf life. So when the shelf life of chemical is expired, more insect will come in. Then you keep saying, it did not work. I thought fumigation should be, the person that did it before, spent 3-9 months before I saw another insect. Now you did it 2-3 days. Do the needful. Ensure after the treatment is done, you cover everywhere. Point 3 from my note to you. This is a classic note, right? Then the very important one, the choice of your pesticide. The choice of your pesticide. Majority of the pesticide, 90 to 95% of the pesticide in the market, they are for agro-based. They are not for public health. Unfortunately, what you are using is actually agro-based, using it inside the home. Most of the dichlorophos, most of the landacylotrine, most of the detametrin, most of these pesticides are agro-based. They have to be used in farm. And because they have to be used in farm, their shelf life is between 10 to 2 weeks, 10 days to 2 weeks, 14 days. So they don't have the long residual span that the typical data that is made for public health we have for 3-month, 4-month residual, because it is high concentration made for indoor. You can, like I mentioned, 95% of any other pesticide are for agro. And a lot of pest controllers keep using the agro because it's cheaper. This one goes for maybe a premium price. That one goes for almost like 5% of the price of this. Everybody goes for the price of that. Because you are using the wrong product, you will not get the same result. You will not get the same result as you will use the proper public health. This is what is approved by NAFDAC for use indoor where human spaces. But you use the one that are made for grains, for silos, for farm, for okra, for melons, and use inside your house. The result will not be different. So you have to understand the formulation of pesticide you are using. For example, this is a microcapsulated MC formulation. All the products you are using to do your pest control are EC, emulsified concentration. That means their shelf life is just 10 days. Re-entry period, they say after spray, enter after 5 days, 3 days. You can't compare it to a house that you live. You can't be spraying your house every 3 days, every 5 days. It has to last for at least 90 days. That is why you go for high profile product when you are treating people's homes, hospitals, hotels. And amazing thing about it is that the odor of this type of grade of product has been covered. The formulation that we recommend for indoor is, if it is not microcapsulated MC, should be SC suspension concentrate. Reduce the use of EC because they are emulsified. That means they can have a lot of odor and they have less residual effect. That means they are not going to last and your customer will complain. So your customer, you have the right to ask from your pest controller, what chemical I use in my house? Can I see the MSDS? Can I see the technical fact sheet of my chemical? It is within your right to ask because they are applying in your space. Okay, I'm still on my point. 5 reasons why your fumigation doesn't work. Remember, I use the word fumigation just to make you understand. So I'm Ayodeji once again. When I talk to you, I talk to you from both verifiable facts and what is happening on the field and on the ground. Number 4 on my line. A lot of you don't read label. You need to read label extensively and read how to apply. How do you mix? What's your mixing ratio? How do you apply? What is the direction of your spray? What type of spray should you use? What method are you applying? Label. If you cannot read, you don't practice pest control. That's the first rule. The moment you cannot read and understand, please take your hand away from pest control. It's not for anybody. That is why if you pest control, public health pest control that I'm in focus now, is not just for everyday canary in the street. It's for learned professionals. So you need to read. You need to read technical fact sheet of chemicals. You need to read your label and make sure you apply, you mix according to label instruction. Don't just mix A, B, C, D, E together and say it will kill it if I mix it like that because I've been doing it. You are just causing environmental nuisance. And before you know it, you cause what is called pest resistance to those products. Then the product no longer work. I say, but I used it like that last week. After a while, there is pest resistance. So use according to manufacturer specification. So the last but not the least, and very key and very important, education. You need to educate your client. As an end user of this product, for example, when you use a product like Coumadin, the Fortune Coumadin is an anticoagulant. A lot of people are already used to the acute rodenticide. I put it down like the one they buy in traffic, phosphocin and zinc phosphide. I put it down, eat it, and write down in 5 minutes. But I use anticoagulant like the Fortune Coumadin, like Rodilon, like many other ones. And the rat did not die after 2 days. It's still running around. It's education. You know that because it's an anticoagulant, it takes 3, 4, 5, 7 days for the rat to actually die. But the first day the rat take a bite, the rat is already gone because it's a 2nd generation anticoagulant. It's already dead rat working. But you need to educate your client. The same way you need to educate your client, they need to seal up, not just coming to a place. That's why inspection is very critical to pest control. To spraying chemicals everywhere, and you go. If the client has broken nets, open sewage line, everything, mosquito will wage in after 24 hours, after a while. And you remember, most of the product you are using doesn't have long residual effect because you are not using the right product, public health product, you are using the agro-based product. And I say, stop it. Be professional. Advantage of public health product is you only use very little and it give you maximum results. So educate the client. Don't just give the client opportunity to learning. Don't hide too much. You say, I want to hide. They don't need to know my secret. Which secret do you have? It is by the right of the client to actually know what you are applying in his or her space. So it is your duty to show the chemical, your product, your chemical that you are using. It may sound strange but that is the right of the customer. They need to know. That's why they can demand from you the MSDA, technical safety data sheet of that product. What is the safety data of this product that you're using? Is it approved by NAFDAC? Is it approved by WHO? Your client have the right to know. For you, client, you have the right to know. Ask questions. Don't just allow them to come and nuke and bomb your house with expired product or chemical that are not supposed to be used indoor and used in the farm and put your health and your family and your environment at risk. I hope these 5 points of mine helps. Like I said, a little rundown again from number 1, identify the pest and treat to specification. Number 2, practice good exclusion. Screen everywhere, make sure everywhere is sealed off properly. Number 3, the type of pesticide you are using. What is your formulation? Is it wettable powder you are applying? Is it suspension concentrate? Is it microcapsulated? Is it emulsified concentrate? Specify, read label effectively. Read your label well. Educate your client. Educate your client. Education is very key. So once again, if you have any question, talk to me, send me a DM, send me a message. I will be willing to attend to all your questions across all our platforms. I am Ayodeji Fortune, your fumigation expert. I bring you knowledge all the time. You may have contrary opinion, but let me know. We argue together, we deliberate together, and we all benefit together. This is just a few points of mine. Until next time that I come to your screen, keep living pest-free in this 2024. My Lord, Jackie, insect be low. Don't let insect pests, all these animals be eating your food. And stay healthy, protect your children, protect the environment.